Okay, I'm gonna mention something about snitches get stitches, but that's not going to be the main focus of this video. Um, where they say snitches get stitches and end up in the ditches. I just wanted to keep in mind that it originated from a culture where there was fear of retaliation against individuals who reported criminal activities to authorities, right? It suggests that those who inform on others' risk, physical harm, or even death as a consequence. The same as when you hear, act like you never saw anything and put it in God's hands, implies that it's better to stay silent about wrongdoing and trust will be served eventually, right? However, these phrases promote a culture of silence and enable wrongdoing to be persisted unchecked. So I get it. I understand that part because it's really not worth it. But what is worth it, and what I will be harping on, is the importance of and what I'm sharing as I have learned over the years in the work environment is that learning about personalities and behaviors, those harmful personalities, those disgraceful behaviors, learning about them, learning about the subtle ways that they try to manipulate and control is what's going to save you. Save you while you're still in the work environment until you get out of the work environment. It'll save you from being ill while in the work environment, or from thinking any ill thoughts about yourself. Because the main thing you want to know, and I'm here to tell you, it's not you. And when I say you have a voice, there is a way to have a voice. You do not have to stay in, the union, with the union or EEO or OIG. Some things you have to radically accept that things are going to happen. But the main thing is you protecting yourself so that you go home every day and you are healthy when you go home. You're not worried about your health. And so that's why I'm here to share today. I received a question, and I wanted to talk about this also because I'm like, I understand exactly where you're coming from, because I've had that question as well. So it's like, why is it easier for management to correct? Like, say, for example, you have 100 people over here, and then you have like 5 people over here, and management will correct, and they're both doing the same thing. As far as it could be leaving 10 minutes early or so. And so management will not say anything to those 100 people, but those more quieter people that don't cause problems, the 5 over here, those are the ones that's really going to get it. Hopefully I made sense. You understand what I'm trying to say. So understanding the dynamics of correcting behaviors in group settings. In a group setting where there are individuals engaging in similar inappropriate behaviors, it may seem easier for management to correct a smaller subset of individuals rather than addressing the entire group. This phenomenon can be attributed for several factors that influence managerial decision-making and behavior correction strategies. So when a small number of individuals out of a larger group are exhibiting problematic behaviors, their action may be more visible and have a more significant impact on the overall performance or culture of the group. As a result, management may prioritize addressing these individuals first to mitigate any immediate negative consequences. I guess because it's easier to deal with those that are not going to give them no flack, those that don't keep them in the union office, with complaints. Correcting the behavior of a large number of individuals can be perceived as more challenging and resource intensive compared to focusing on smaller subsets. Okay, they got fear of confrontation. Addressing behavior issues within a group can lead to confrontations, resistance, or pushback from those being disciplined. In some cases, management may choose to avoid these conflicts by targeting individuals who are less likely to challenge or defend themselves, even if they are not primary instigators of the problematic behavior. And this leads me to think there was in one of the chapters in The Gift of Fear, the book The Gift of Fear by Gavin D. Becker. Back in the day, remember when they had employees going postal? And so when you let stuff like this go on and go on and go on, it makes it harder to get rid of, problematic people that are chronic, every day, all day long, 24 hours, problem child. It's harder to get rid of them. And, those are the type of people that will become, that can and have in the past become, for example, postal, like in the past. So there may be biases at play when management singles out certain individuals for discipline while overlooking others who are equally, the culprit. This bias could stem from preconceived notions about individuals' performance, relationships with superiors, or perceptions of who is more likely to accept responsibilities for their actions. So the ones that don't speak up much, the ones that don't give them no trouble, those are the ones they're going to, So allowing the chronic offenders to continue engaging in inappropriate behavior without consequences creates a culture of impunity within the group. When well-behaved individuals are then reprimanded for similar actions, it sends mixed signals about accountability and fairness, further perpetuating this cycle. So, they don't discipline the bullies. They don't discipline the bullies or those that are always causing problems. They always mess with the ones that give them the least problems. So it may seem easier for management to correct a smaller subset of individuals within a group exhibiting problematic behavior. This approach can have detrimental effects on morale, trust, and overall organizational culture. It is essential for management to address behavior issues consistently and fairly across members of the group. So, I'm not here to try to change anything. I'm just here to share how I have dealt with problems in the workplace environment or those stressful situations. And I'm telling you, the thing that has saved me is learning personalities, learning behaviors. We have a culture now where everyone is talking about and educating people on gaslighting, narcissistic behaviors, and control and manipulation is huge. So when you start learning these things and learning these people, and be quick at it, you know what I'm saying? It's going to save you a lot of pain and a lot of headache. And so some of the things you will constantly hear about when you leave the job, you go home, you have to do something for yourself. You have to stay however healthy looks and feels like to you. And keep your mind, read, and always learning. And that's it for now. But I just wanted to share that real quick.